All right, got another email. Let's go with this one here. Email for the GOAT. Shamoon. Okay, dear Lou, I am Shamoon. What's up, Shamoon? I've been watching your videos since AMC first started running and kept watching your videos till now. And you've been so much, and I've lost so much because of AMC Ad Marin. I put everything on the line and really want to take care of my family. But I was disappointed when he ruined the squeeze. And he continues to ruin it. I had somebody actually comment and message me saying that I'm such a weasel because I just don't want to participate anymore with AMC. And I'm thinking to myself, like, so I'm a weasel because I don't want to get like mangled, frauded, and abused over and over again. The man still has more shares to drop. What do you think he's going to do the second the price comes up against and there's another price range? You got to understand, the AMC made money. There was no reason for that. He killed the stock price by going up, by dropping those shares there, because he can't help himself. That's what I said. Right? I said it was going to happen. I said the price is going to go up and he's going to dump those shares. Now, when he doesn't have shares, then we could talk. But then he'll create some fake ape. He'll call it monkey now or something, whatever. And then he'll drop that. And then he'll say you voted for it. And then he'll talk about how he's leading AMC into better whatever. Fuck him. Okay. I have every last dime I can afford on XRP and have about 8,000 coins. That's a lot of coins. 4,000 XLM, that's a good amount. And 6,000 HBAR. Yeah, good numbers, good numbers. I just want to take care of hospital bills and debt and help my family with bills. I've had to use credit cards to take a loan that won't be paid back for a while. But I just trust you. Well, I could tell you my hand to God himself and may he punish me if I'm lying to you. My money is also on XRP and XLM. Heavy, heavy. Now the H bar is one that I'm going to talk about later. It's coming. It's going to have its fucking day. This technology is a little bit more advanced than what the market is prepared for. Lambo. It's the technology there because it's not a blockchain. And right now everybody's implementing blockchain. So this is like the next gen. You know, this is like you go shopping for cars and there's all these different car models, all these different engines, and all of a sudden there's the hybrid. I'm like, hybrid. That's what it is. H bar is like the hybrid. Okay. Back for a while, but I trust in you. I hope these coins run next year. I am actually think that we're gonna be shocked on what XRP is gonna do by summer of 2024. By 2025, I think we're going to be blown away. Okay. You're the best, and I thank you. You don't have to thank me. Not at all. I put these coins out there because it's something that I was doing it as an investment. So the way I look at it is this way. When I eat, my people eat. So I put that out there. You understand? That's how I've always been. I've always been there. We were taught that way. Rich and Graveyard brought us up. It was like, is everybody taken care of because of this? There was no such thing as like you had your deal. You're working on your thing. Everybody ate. That's how it had to be. Really appreciate you for taking time to inform us on the investments in the economy. That's okay. People have to do that. You ever see old guys that know a lot about cars? They tell you, hey, you might want to do this to your car. Hey, you may want to check this. You know that sound? It's just what I do. This is me. I'm always going to be this way. I hope this collapse happens soon. We really need a reset, honestly, sad to say, but it's inevitable. We do need it. It's a cleansing. The way I would do it, let's just say I was running for president, okay? And let's say I was going to come in 2024. I would 100%. I will run the national debt to Jupiter. I will start programs everywhere. New highways, manufacturing, new ports, airport, oil exploration. I will do it all. National security, the border, everything. And then when our national debt is like really whatever, I'm going to go, all right, game change. This is our new currency. We're backing it in oil. And at the end of the day, if you don't like it, go fuck your mother. And by the way, we're renegotiating trade with the entire world. You want to do business with wealthy Americans now? Because remember, we fixed America. If you want wealthy Americans to buy your products, we're going to renegotiate trade. Either it's even or it's go fuck your mother. Listen, that would be the best reset ever. The reset's going to happen now. It's a little bit different. It's cruel. Because they're going to reset people that have already been erased. And whatever they're holding on to, they're gonna make it worthless. I mean, think about the dollar. This is how it is. And people know the dollar still has worth. Does $20 now mean what it used to 20 years ago? $100? I live overseas, and I see people buying currencies to offset the depreciation of their currencies. When you see poor people buying Swiss francs, in dollars and try to, offset the loss of their money, it's something that's coming to America, but it's going to happen fast. Remember, they hate the poor. And if you're not the 1%, you're poor. It doesn't matter. You're poor. They hate you. They want to erase you. That's just how it is. That's why you have to constantly work your plan. That's what you have to do. Sometimes people don't like hearing that. I have a friend, he's a doctor, and he doesn't like when I told him, okay, yes, you make X amount of money. Yes, you're board, there's a triple board certified, no kind of, he makes an incredible income. And I just said, and if you can't be a doctor no for some reason, you're poor because the income stops. And it was hard for him to accept it. Now he accepted it. I mean, it was not a very comfortable thing for, him to assess his life as that. As like, how could I be poor? It's because in 2 seconds, an action can happen and reset you. When the government took me from my life to America, I didn't have access to my bank accounts, my cards, money. Literally, I was just brought back to New York, dumped in the street without a wallet, without an ATM card, without ID, without anything. Literally just left on the side of the road in downtown Manhattan, and basically I was dying. When they opened the door and just dropped me in the street, little did I know I would collapse in the emergency room later on. But when the people who know me here heard what happened, they couldn't believe it. They just couldn't. There's just no possible way in the world. What was I going to do? Have self-pity? Cry? Why? Jesus, why? Oh shit, the cops are back. What was I going to do? It was a life event that happened, and I had to turn around and I had to get back online because the government made a guy that was financially okay poor. The circumstance did it. You understand? It was the circumstance. Things can happen. You can get sick, God forbid, for 2 years. What do you think your income's going to be like? What do you think your bank account's going to be like? Things happen. Businesses burn down, things change, whatever it may be. Divorce, whatever. The thing is, you gotta work the plan for going forward to secure yourself. That's why this thing now, this reset that's coming, it's going to be horrendous because it's going to take a lot of people and it's going to make them poor. People who thought today they were middle class and upper middle class and well-to-do, it's going to leave them poor. Graveyard told me about the Great Depression. He told me how it was. He told me there were a lot of men that refused to take off the suits they used to wear in the offices downtown Manhattan and put on workers' clothing in order to go try to get a job down at the docks in Red Hook in Brooklyn. He was a kid. And he remembers his father telling him that the most dangerous thing is for a man not to accept his financial reality that day. Think about that. They would still walk around downtown Manhattan wearing their good clothing with no income, hungry, because they refused to go, okay, time to put on jeans, work shoes, whatever, and try to work a plan going forward. That's where they were at. So that's what this is going to be. They're going to just reset people across the board. Is it going to be locking us out of our bank accounts? Is it going to be devaluing our currency? Are we going to wake up and there's a new type of digital currency and we have to exchange our money for that at an unfair advantage? Hey, it could be any one of those things. The reset is coming. That's where you have to prepare for it. You know, XRP and XLM, stuff like that, you have to understand something. That technically is digital money outside of the system. But, like I said, once it goes up, taking a portion to pad certain things, because there's a monster out there called the government and the people that run it, and they're intent with making you... I've told you the story about destitute, right? I don't know, maybe I did. In my heydays of making crazy money, I was living on Hell's Kitchen area, west side of Manhattan, Theater District, Midtown. And as I was walking towards 9th Avenue from like 12th Avenue, there was a couple in front of me, and the couple was older, but you could see they were, you know, like well-to-do people. You know, you could tell by the clothing and stuff like that. In New York, you could see. You know, you could tell what's off the rack and what's not. And the big deal, I was walking behind whatever, and then they came to 9th Avenue, so I thought they were going to catch a cab or something. It was already late at night. And the wife said, why can't we take the cab? And she said, because we're poor. And that fucking shocked me hearing that. And I just remember what he said. I remember the clothing he was wearing. He's like, this is after the financial meltdowns. Okay, 2008. He just turned to her and he said, we're not poor. We're destitute. And he crossed the street and he walked down with her down the stairs to the subway line, the A line and stuff like that, you know, it just... Somebody erased that couple after a life of having a different life. They were just erased. I was erased. I fucking fought hard to get my own fucking pencil and start writing that thing back. Don't accept poverty. They're going to try to reset us. When this shit goes up, take some money, pad yourself up, secure yourself, prepare. Okay? This is different. This isn't Lambo time. Prepare. They're going to make people homeless in the country that they thought they were different. Prepare, people, because it's coming.